Hey guys, my name is Khamani and I attend Clark Atlanta University.
Hey guys, I'm Jay, student at Morehouse College.
Hi guys, my name is Enjoli, a student at Spelman College.
And welcome to Let's Chat, where the podcast feels like a group chat.
All of the good things, all of the good things. So today we are talking about outgrowing friendships. And to kick that off, I'd like to ask you guys, why do you think friendships change or you outgrow them?
I feel like when it comes to friendships, like some people are meant to be in your life and some people aren't meant to be in your life. And that's why I would bring up like seasons. There's different seasons for people to be in your life. So I feel like, some people are meant to be in your life to help you think about something differently, help you bring out a personality in you, or bring growth in you. But yeah, that's what I would say.
I think,
Why are you laughing?
because I low-key forgot the question.
Why do you feel like people outgrow friendships or they change?
I think people outgrow friendships because we grow up. And I say that with a grain of salt because we all, like, when we're younger and we have friendships, like, they're friendships just for fun, really. Like, just to have somebody to talk to. But when you get older, different people, like, some people are goal-driven, some people are not. Some people, like, actually, like, I don't want to call nobody a bum, but, some
They just have a
people-
different mindset.
It'd be deeper than a mindset. It's just like they don't have no motivation or nothing to drive them to go somewhere. And it's certain people you just don't want to like surround yourself.
with.
So I think it's just like we grow up, we're getting older. Like
More so like if you want to be successful, you have to surround yourself with people who want to be successful. Or if you want to start a show, you need to surround yourself with people who have that same mindset as you. Because that can help you grow and be successful. So yeah, MJ.
I feel like y'all kind of touched on it. Pretty much said what there's to say. People change as they grow up. What you need or were interested in at one point might not be what you're interested in later, and so that connection you guys had before might change because of the interests you guys have changing. Just where you guys are in life, that might change maturity level sometimes, and so it's just natural that things aren't always going to stay the same, and so you're going to lose some friendships are going to change. Yeah.
Have you guys ever had a friendship where it faded in college? I know we're only like sophomores and stuff, but like, have you ever had a friendship that's faded from the the start of freshman year to now, like?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say yeah. Like, even just thinking about high school friends going
Oh,
into
yeah.
college, not necessarily because I didn't like them or anything, or we didn't have a good time together, whatever, but just because keeping up communication between people can be difficult, like, especially in college.
Especially
like,
in
busy with your
different
stuff.
colleges and
You're in different
California to
colleges, different
Georgia.
states, y'all are doing different things. It's like you're not really seeing each other most of the time anymore, and so for no real reason, you just kind of just fall off talking to each other. You might try to hang out when you go back home and stuff, but you guys are kind of heading in different paths, kind of. And so, like I said, like, you kind of just grow out of them. And so I feel like definitely with some of my high school friends, we're not as close as we used to be, and either some of the friendships are gone or they've definitely changed.
Do you think they could have been reconnected, like later on in life?
Yeah, I think so, especially on my end. Like, I don't feel like I've cut out those friendships out of my life. Like, I would still hang out with them, talk with them, whatever, if they need anything. Because I still, like, we're still friends, but I just don't feel like we talk as much anymore, hang out as much. But if our paths were to align again, then I
Would
would
probably,
welcome them back. Like, as if nothing changed, probably.
Okay.
I feel like you covered everything really, really for like the high school part, so I'm not going to touch on that one. I want to touch on like, do I think the bond could come back? With me, I'm gonna say no, not really. Only because of the simple fact, like when you do like go hang out, like depending on how close or how long y'all like haven't communicated, when you go back and hang out, it's not gonna feel the same. And also like my point of coming to Atlanta was kind of like to have like a fresh start, because I'm far from home, was to have a fresh start, to leave all them people that was not meant to, continue with me back there. And in my friend group, we still strong. So my like regular friend group, we still strong. So it's other friends that I might like say hi to, blase blase, and we might link. But the vibes just don't be the same, because it's like you're grown up now. You have different changes that I have know nothing about because we don't talk as often. I'm grown up now. I have different interests. So I feel like they were meant to be my high school friends, and I'm very grateful for that. But as my college and future friends, we're not. We're not meant to be, and it's okay.
Yeah.
With that, do you think that's more so guy friends or girlfriends, or no real difference between? It's just a mixture of both. Mainly.
I would say, because like for me, for high school, I barely had any guy friends. I did, but like I would consider them my school friends, like people I talked to at school. But when it came to like hanging out and stuff, I didn't really have a lot of guy friends. And I had more like friends that were girls, yeah, because like I was in a relationship, so that's another big thing of why. But I would say, wait, what was the question? Dang, I forgot what you asked.
Like the friends that you have fallen off with more and stuff, like were they mainly girls, mainly guys, or just? Really
I think it's just a mixture of both. But like I said, I didn't really have a guy friend, so I can't say like I'm falling off with guy friends. There were some girls that I've fallen off with, probably because like I'm so busy with college and we have different mindsets, like y'all said. But other than that, it's just a mixture for me.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, with the ones you were talking about, do you
feel like it's more females.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the guy friends that I really had like a cool bond, like they're still here to this day. Like, I'm not gonna lie, when it comes down to me, my male friends are like overly protective. Like they reach out, like people seen it. Like my college friends have seen my old homeboys call, like, "What you doing? Like, you good? Blase, blase, blase." So with the males, I feel like our bond was really strong to where they check up on me. Like I look at them as like my brother, and I have like a lot of brothers. So, but the females, and no shade to the females, I feel like females grow apart more than like a female and male, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I would say like them females, I fell off with females more.
Because because I was like, I feel like I've noticed that, and so that's why I was trying to see like.
With me or just in general?
In general, like I feel like a lot of times guys stay closer or don't fall off as easily.
I feel like,
but I don't like. I'm not saying like it's a bad thing or anything. It's something that I feel like I've noticed. That's why I wanted to ask you guys. Do you feel like it was more with the girls or with the guys?
Because I feel like you can always reconnect. I don't know. I guess it's a guy thing, but I feel like y'all could talk about something, go 2 months, 3 months, and come back and still be cool.
Yeah, like that's what I was thinking. Like a lot of my guy friends, we might not talk for 3, 6 months, whatever, but we'll go hang out again like nothing happened.
But I feel like, okay, like I said, for my high school friends, like the people that I've come to college and I still have those high school friends, I still see them. It's majority girls, not really guys. You know, there's 1 or 2 there, but I would say, gosh, I keep forgetting the question.
You don't remember what you're talking about? What you trying to say?
Well, I'm just saying, like, most of those people are girls and guys, and I'll reconnect with them. Like, you know, I can go talking without them for like this whole semester, and then here comes summer, and I'm reconnecting with them like it never happened. And now I do have majority girlfriends that I do that with, because it's just like our schedules are so busy, especially with them playing sports. And I'm not in sports. Like, I'm more like, I'm doing academics and stuff. Like, they're doing sports and academics, so like our schedules don't align. So like it's kind of hard for us to talk. But when it comes to
EJ, what question are you answering?
I know. I'm just. No, I'm saying like what he was saying about like how you can go months without talking to your friends and then come back and reconnect. Y'all, I'm sorry.
It's true.
It's too early for EJ. Her mind not working yet.
She get up like this every day. She got no excuse.
But I'm just saying, like, I have friends like that, and they're mainly girls, that I can not talk to them for a whole year, and then we see each other at one time, and it's like nothing ever happened.
Okay, guys, go back and see how many times EJ said that. 'Cause
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
about 4.
Yeah, it was.
was
I'm not
kinda-
gonna lie.
I'm like, she
I'm
gonna
trying
keep
to
saying it.
gain my thoughts together.
It's okay. It's okay. Take your time, sister.
But, yeah.
You
Anyway.
need it.
Have you fallen out with okay, have you fallen out with people that you met like from the beginning of college to now?
Yes.
And would you try to regain those friendships back?
Okay, for me, yes, I have fallen out with people who, from the beginning to now, I have. Would I go back? No, because I feel like this was a learning moment for me when it came to friendships. Everybody's not gonna be your friend. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody is not gonna want to see you succeed or see you do the best you can in college, and I had to learn that some people are out to bring the negative out of you or make you look bad. So I feel like no, I wouldn't go back because, like I said, it was a learning moment. It made me realize things. It made me realize like everybody is not your friend. So no.
Yeah, I feel like with mine, a couple that were made in college and then lost in college that I feel like I probably wouldn't try to go back on. Not necessarily because I think they're just like a horrible person or anything.
Yeah, no.
But I feel like we're just on different paths and kind of different type of people, and so we had our fun as friends back then. But I wish you the best now.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same.
I'm still gonna be cordial with you. Like, I don't have any problem with you or anything. But trying to go back to the friendship we had before, probably not. And then there's another one that I had before college that I've lost in college. At least I feel like I have, because it felt like I was the one reaching out, trying to maintain stuff. And so I was like, maybe we're not as close as I thought. And so I just kind of stopped reaching out as much, and nothing since. So.
Yeah, that says a lot.
That does.
I don't know. The people I fell out with, it's just no going back for that. It's literally no going back. It's no bad blood. No, it is bad blood. Okay, let me not lie on this podcast. It's just like I said, like we had our friends, and this is just like a key reminder: the people you start being friends with at the beginning is not gonna be your friends to the end.
Right.
At the end of the day, we all like. Most people do. Well, some people stay in state, but at the end of the day, you don't know these people, so you're really just having people like you could talk to, go places with, because you're not gonna want to go to none of these events by yourself. But when y'all fall out, just know it was for a reason. It was for a purpose. It wasn't like y'all was meant to fall out, but y'all had y'all fun, and that's all that matters. That's all I'm gonna say on that one.
Kind of keeping in line with that, what do you guys feel like are signs of a friendship falling apart, or you growing out of a friendship?
I think when you have to keep reaching out, like you said.
Yeah,
like,
I was
baby,
gonna
that
say
friendship
that.
over.
Right.
I'm not texting. Look,
Exactly. You
that's
having
too
to
much.
call,
That's why I
text.
was like,
Hey, let's
Yeah,
hang
like,
out.
I'm not no DR. Like,
Right,
I'm not gonna
right.
keep
I'm not-
begging you
right,
to talk
right.
to me. No, okay, cool.
Exactly what you said, and then I don't know, y'all's mindsets kind of don't align anymore. Like y'all have different visions or different things that y'all want to do, and it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to be around this anymore. I want to like, I don't know, this is not for me anymore. And I think that's a sign like, oh, I don't think this friendship is gonna last anymore. So yeah.
I think like little like petty arguments, like especially if y'all like never argue and not
Right.
like, arguing, that's y'all finna fall out. Y'all finna fall out in the worst way. Don't even
Right.
worry about it. Like just protect your peace, because it's over.
Or I say, because, like, friendships, you care about that person. So, like, when you realize they don't care about you
Yeah.
anymore, they're trying to paint you out to be this bad person, or, like, I don't know, make you look bad around people. It's kind of like I
that's
don't want.
weird. That's
Right,
Not
that's
supporting you.
yeah, like
Yeah,
not
that's a big
supporting you
one.
and things like that, or like not involving you. It's just kind of like I don't want to be around this anymore.
I feel like you know your friends, so
Right.
when they start doing stuff that
Stuff
they don't usually
you
do,
do,
and it's a
mhm.
continuous pattern. Oh yeah, we finna
Yeah.
fall out. We finna
Right.
fall out bad. Don't worry about it.
Right, exactly.
Don't worry about it, sister.
Right.
What
Mhm.
about you, MJ?
Yeah.
I mean, I pretty much agree with
That's
the answers are funny. But no, I pretty much agree. Like, y'all really said it. When energy just isn't the same, like I said, you reaching out all the time. I'm like, with the one that was like, I was texting, checking in sometimes, and then it was like, oh, we need to catch up, was said. I was like, okay, that sounds good. And then they were like, I'll call you, and then never call. And then they kept trying to say, I'm going to call you. We need to talk. I'm going to call you. And never did. And I was like, yeah.
I feel like that was just like a busy thing. Like I don't think that was
But
like
I mean,
intention.
it got to a point where it's like,
Like, but I feel like the phone works both ways. So he could have been like, "Hey, I know we have our schedules are not aligning. Like, can we find a day or something like that?" I don't know. Like, he could at least try, or she. I don't know. I'm just saying.
I'm not going to lie. It wasn't a guy.
Oh,
Guys aren't.
Nah, she got a man. That gotta be it.
That was part. No.
She got a man.
But that was the thing.
She got a man.
That was supposed to
She
be
got a
talked
man,
about.
don't she?
That was
got a
supposed to be
man?
talked about. But it wasn't like that for me.
No, I'm just saying she got a
We were
man.
just friends. Yes.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to explain the
Yeah.
situation of how it came about, and that never happened.
Told y'all guys.
yeah. Most of the time, it's the man on the other side.
Not saying I'm not blaming the man. Like that's
No,
not
no,
what I'm
no,
saying,
no.
but,
But I'm
like,
just
What
saying.
happened?
I'm just saying, like, she probably dedicating her time more towards her man than her friendships. So, I mean, you. But
don't
I'm,
speak
I'm,
for that girl.
No, I'm not. I
We
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't
We
know.
don't
But
know.
I'm
Let's
just
start
saying.
there. We just
that
assuming
was
right now.
assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know she got a man. I got that right.
Cause I first peeped, I was like, wait a minute, you ain't been on campus. You ain't been on campus a lot of the time. You be over
there,
place.
right?
And then she was like, oh yeah, I need to tell you about this, and that. And then it was, I still need to tell you about this, and that. I still need to tell you about this, and that. And then never told me. So I was like, yeah, it's whatever.
Yeah, right. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Like,
Let it go.
I always think the same thing.
now, based on that topic of letting it go, have you ever had to distance yourself from your that friend or whatever? And how did you handle it?
I mean, that one friend I was just saying.
No, I'm just saying. In like,
You got different
right.
Right. But she asked if we ever did, and I'm like, yeah.
I'm talking about in general. Like, have you ever had to distance yourself from a friend, and how did you handle that? You don't have to say names. You don't.
No,
I wasn't.
names. Other friends that I've distanced myself from, I guess, yeah, there are a couple, but how did I handle that? Shit, I just didn't really care.
And that's right.
So you just
it was
you just stopped
it's
talking all of a
like,
sudden.
You not respecting me.
Mm-hmm.
You not being a real friend to me. Why am I gonna keep trying to interact with you or anything? And that was it. A couple others, it was maybe like you were a little weird to some of my friends or something, or like something happened with them involving you, and so I wasn't gonna be as close. But at the same time, I don't really like cutting people off for things that they did to other people unless it's like really, really bad. Because it's like y'all have y'all things, I have my thing. If I have this connection or friendship with you because of this, and that, why am I going to allow a little minor thing with someone else to change our friendship?
Yeah. Oh gosh, I said, have you ever had a friend you had to distance yourself from, and how did you handle that? Or like, how do you handle when you're having to distance yourself from your friends that should no longer be in your life?
I had a few friends. I'm gonna talk about one high school and a college one. For high school, I had a friend or whatever, what I thought was a friend, because those don't be your friends for real. I feel like, but pretty much like we fell out over freaking lashes. Like it's really crazy. Like it's really crazy. I hope she would see this. Okay, anyways, like we fell out over lashes. Like I just felt like, and that's another topic for another day. But when you are an entrepreneur and you do stuff, like you're going to get in arguments with your friends because they feel like this should be free or they shouldn't have to pay or blase blase. But that's up to like that's your policy, that's your rules that you have to make before like you start a business because you're going to have them friends that try to take advantage, and that's what I felt like. And I'm not confrontational, but when you make me get confrontational, like I'm going to get confrontational. So I told her about it, and I guess she didn't like my response. I wasn't rude about it, but I guess she didn't like it. Her last question was like, "Oh, so you feel like I was taking advantage?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "Okay, girl, what that mean? Like, I don't know what you like." And we tried to have a conversation about it, but it was like 2 weeks later, and I was already over it. Like, one thing about me, you got to catch me when I care, because when I don't care, you might as well talk to a brick wall, because nothing she was saying mattered to me anymore, because it's like, wow, like you really fell out with me. We fell out with each other, because it was a two-sided thing, because you asked me a question, I gave you my honest like answer. Don't ask me nothing if you can't handle the truth. Now, so with that one, I just distance myself. Like I don't need nobody around me who's gonna try to take advantage or can't be like grown enough to like own up to like their stuff or even have a conversation. Like accountability. Now, when it comes to college, it's kind of like the same thing.
Just having a conversation.
No, not even that. I mean, yeah, but it's kind of the same thing. Like I'll try to tell you like where I feel like we lost each other or whatever. And if you continue to keep doing, but at the end of the day, it might not you always doing something to me. One thing about me, I'm that friend that wants you to see you better. Like, so if you're doing something that I know is not good for you and it got nothing to do with me, I'm going to check you. I'm not going to check you, but I'm going to check you about that. Like, yeah, like you shouldn't be doing that. That's not doing nothing for you, blah, blah, blah. And if you continue to do that, that's your life. Don't want that around me. So I'll just like silently distance myself because I already told you like what the issue was and you continue to do the issue. Or and I get it, things take time, but if you're not showing me not even 1 inch, one piece of change, I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be associated with that, so I'm going to distance myself from that.
That's real.
Yeah, I agree with that. For me, I say most of for college, I don't know, because high school, it was really, I would just stop talking to them. But college, like, I would try to have a conversation about it, about how I feel, things like that, so we can see where we went wrong and see where we can, like, build back up to or, like, change things. I'm not a big confrontation person. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm not, but, like, if I feel like a certain type of way, I'll kind of, like, say how I feel about it. So yeah, that's how I go about.
Yeah, I'm not confrontational either. I don't like confrontation.
No, I know
so
that's what I'm saying. Like,
say that, but I'm really not.
She's not. But, no. Yeah, but like when Khamani said, like when you care about something or how you feel, like obviously you're gonna say what's on your mind.
Heavy,
right?
That means I actually care.
But right.
I'm really nonchalant. Like I can like care. Like I might care for that day, and I'll be alright, whatever. But when it's on my heart, I gotta say something because it's like, wow, like
because it'll like she said, it'll hurt. Like I'll be hurt. I did not say I'm hurt. No. I'm just saying like it'll be on your heart. For me, when it's on my heart, it's like dang, like I'm trying, and eventually like when I realize I'm like I'm just gonna start distancing myself, or I'm like we can't be friends anymore because obviously like you say, don't see change and things like that, and so yeah. That was
real, guys.
That was
a vulnerable moment. We had to take a moment of silence right there. Why y'all laughing?
No.
All right, moving on. Let's go to the next question. All right, so do you guys feel like ghosting your friends is ever okay? And if you do or don't, why?
It just depends. It really depends on the situation and what happened. And, it really just depends on the situation, what happened, and how y'all go about it. How'd y'all go about this situation? But do I think you should have a conversation? Like, before? Yes, before ghosting them. Yeah.
For me, I feel like if you already repeat yourself multiple times, I'm gonna give an example real quick. So if you tell like your friend, like, you keep being like inconsiderate of my time over and over and over and over and over, and they continuously keep to do it, then I think that's a valid reason to ghost. Because it's like, I already gave you chances to like fix yourself, and you're continuing to inconvenience. I thought that was me.
No.
What happened to Do Not Disturb?
Anyway, sorry, y'all.
Ask Khamani to say.
Okay.
You were talking about ghosting and the situation if you keep being inconsiderate.
I lost my train of thought.
You were saying how you think it's okay to ghost them if you've had the conversation.
Nah, I got that already. What was the last word I said?
You were still talking about that.
Yeah.
Giving an example, like if you've already talked to them about it multiple times and you feel like it's okay to ghost them.
Oh, inconvenience. That's what I was talking about. I was like, I know I was talking about something. Okay, like inconveniencing me or whatever. Yeah.
MJ?
Everything just threw me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh gosh.
I don't really feel like it's okay to ghost them because I feel like if they're your friend, then they can get the communication to let them know why this friendship's not going to work out anymore, or why you're not going to talk to them anymore. Like, if you told them there's an issue or something and they just haven't changed it, then I feel like you just tell them, all right, I don't feel like you've really tried to change what we said the issue was, so I personally can't talk to you anymore or whatever. And then you just stop talking to them. Or if it's something where it's like you want to tell them that there's an issue and they keep saying, oh, we can talk about it later, or they keep pushing it back or whatever, then in that case, then yeah, you just cut them off. But at that point, I don't really feel like it's ghosting because you tried to let them know that there was an issue and to talk about it, and they kept putting it off. So at that point, I feel like it's on them. But I feel like if they are your friend or were your friend, then they deserve some sort of communication to let them know instead of just stopping it.
Touching back on that, I think ghosting is not okay when the person doesn't know why you're ghosting them. Because it's like, if that's your friend, like he said, you should be able to communicate to your friend. Like, I don't like that you're doing this, blah, 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 blah. But it's never okay for you to just, like, disappear into thin air without giving your quote-unquote friend a reason. Because at the end of the day, that just wasn't your friend. You're never going to leave your friend confused or, like, you know, hanging by a thread, not knowing why things went the way they went.
Yeah, I see that. That goes about how do you guys, when I'm switching the topic up. Let's talk about new friends. Say, how do you guys go about making new friends in college after you lost, like, the old ones?
For me, I think, okay. Yeah. Okay, so freshman year, blase, I was cool with, like, one person or blase, and I don't know why I did it to myself, but I just thought, like, me and her was going to be friends forever, so I wasn't really open to making new friends. But, you know, after I stopped talking to her, I realized, like, you just got to put yourself out there, and that's just something, like, I've been working on, because I'm not one of the people, like, I'm not outgoing, like, I'm not gonna just walk up to you and start having a conversation. That's not me. Like, I don't speak unless spoken to, and yeah, so for that case, I just started joining clubs, started doing stuff on campus to where it's like, you know, you have to speak with these people, you see them every day, so you might as well, you know, just grow up on. So when it comes down to college, if you lose your old friends, it's okay. Just go out there, make some new ones, join some clubs, go to the events, have fun. It's college.
Yeah, you kind of, well, I was going to say the same thing. Like, when you lose old ones, you're going to have to put yourself back out there. Try new things, because you never know. That closed door, that closed friendship could always open up a new friendship.
But don't force it.
Yeah.
And it's okay if you need to, it's okay if you need to transfer. Not that's not the first, like, option, but if you really feel like nobody is, like, your friend, or you're not making the connections that you feel like you need, it's okay to transfer. Like, I know a lot of people that transfer because they just felt like that college wasn't for them, and that's okay. Like, you live and you learn. It's not like this is your only lifetime. It's not like you came to Clark in your past life and was like, yeah, this is not for me, and came back. You live and learn, and you grow.
Yeah.
Going about making new friends. Kind of agree. Like you gotta try to go out and do stuff because that's how you're gonna meet new people or have experiences with people to establish a friendship. So I think that is a big part about doing it. And then talking on specifically each gender for guys, really, it could just be something simple, even just hanging out one time or something, having a conversation about sports.
Oh gosh.
Or something. Start debating the top quarterbacks in the league, and you won't find yourself in a argument with 5, 6 other dudes talking about no, it's this list, no, it's this list, yada yada yada. But I don't know. I just feel like a lot of times it's easier for us to establish an initial connection, and then
for girls,
it's just keeping up with it from there. But at the same time, I'm not a girl, so I can't fully speak on it. I just know that for guys, it kind of feels really simple. And then on my experience, becoming friends with other girls, I feel like that's more, for me, it always feels like it's more friends of my friends that become my own friends.
Oh, okay, I see.
I feel like a lot of the time, guys see girls approaching them as maybe wanting to be in a relationship, or girls approaching guys feel like guy wants to be in a relationship, and so it's not really ever thought of oh, I just want to be friends with this person. So I feel like that cross-gender friendship is kind of a bit more difficult to establish without having a friend that's already friends with them.
Okay.
But I could be wrong.
Touch on that really fast. Boys is really easy to be friends. Like, going to my house. Hey, who's that? I don't know. We just say hi. What?
Right.
What do you mean you don't know who that is? Like,
he just want to be friends. No,
females
this
is not doing
time.
that. Females is
It
not
takes
like,
time.
I don't know. Females be having like something against each other. Like, we not saying hi. We not like, I don't know. I don't know what the female thing is. So it's really hard to make genuine female friends too. Like, genuine.
Well,
Genuine.
Okay.
Genuine.
I don't know, because I'm outgoing. Oh, you know, you're right. Okay, with
But
the genuine
still,
part,
you
yes,
can make
but-
like, okay, one thing about me, I'm not quick to call somebody my friend. I feel like my friend is a big title that you can't give to everybody. Now, if you say hi, that could be your associate. Like, one thing about me, I'll call you my homegirl, and like, cause I'm not gonna call you my friend. I'll be like, oh yeah, like, it's my
That's my
homegirl. Like,
homegirl.
But I want to talk on the cross friendships. For me, it never been hard to make cross friendships. Like, I'm more cooler with dudes than I am with females, and that's not on no like thought stuff. It's just like, I don't know. I
They're
always
just
had like
more
a
simpler.
Can I say something?
no,
Yes.
Well, damn.
like no.
I feel like you act more like a guy and act more like a guy.
It's because she was raised around.
Yeah, and so
Boys.
I feel like that contributes.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I've been around girls. And
Yeah,
I
you
have
got
3 sisters,
sisters.
and I've been a lot
How
of
many sisters?
3. I meant. No. 2. I have 2 sisters.
Straight, please.
Listen. 2 sisters. Sorry, y'all. I have 2 sisters, 1 brother. Okay.
You call her like a girl?
No.
I'm calling
Because
you my
I. Whatever.
You
Whatever.
need to call her back.
Oh my God.
Whatever, y'all. Anyway, 2 sisters. And then I have a lot of friends that would call them my sisters because I've grown up with them. So that's why I was. Anyway, but yeah, that's why it's easier for me to make. I don't know, cause no, it's easy for me to make friends regardless.
EJ's just outgoing. Like EJ
Yeah.
will walk up to you. You could be walking. She's gonna walk up to you like, hey,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll be looking at her.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, hey, I like your outfit. Oh, okay, where'd you get that food from? Did it, you
she
know?
big. She always
Yeah.
like about some food.
But yeah, y'all, but I do agree with for guys, it's much simpler. It's much simpler to make friends with them because, like you say, hey, who's that person? I don't know you, but hey.
Yeah, they.
But then for girls, it's like
if a
it
girl
kind of
wave
takes
at me, I'm
time.
not waving back. do I know you? Like, I don't know.
Oh, I'd be like, hey, but
Like,
I
I
don't
would be
know you.
confused. Like, me?
But that goes for boys and girls. I'm like, hey, but I don't know who this person is. But and then we might start a conversation. But I feel like for boys, it's easier than girls.
I don't know about y'all, but like a couple friends, it might just we become friends just because like we have a mutual
Oh yeah.
and are at the same place. Like a couple of my friends that I made coming into college, we just became friends because we went to the same school system, and we know a couple people, and now we're all at Morehouse. Like a couple of my friends, Wes, and Wes. I'm trying to think of all of them. Wes, Will.
Oh, from Maryland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I am.
Yeah. After some more technical difficulties, as I was saying, with some of my friends, I feel like we just became friends because like some of the same circumstances. It wasn't like we knew anything about each other or even knew that if we had anything in common. So I was saying, coming into Morehouse, some people had gone to McNamara from Maryland, and I went to Good Counsel, so we were in the same school system, and they knew a couple people that I knew, and so I had met them at like the DMV send off for Morehouse Spelman students, and I just became friends with them just because we knew the same people. Like my friends Wes and Will, I'm friends with them purely just because we know some of the same people.
Right.
It's not like we had talked to each other and learned about each other or hung out before. But it was just, oh, you went to McNamara. Oh, you went to Council. We're both going to Morehouse. We're friends now. And now both of them are good friends of mine. And so that's where I feel like kind of guys sometimes just make friends very spontaneously. Sometimes for no real reason.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all I had to say about that.
Probably good. I just want to like sum that up with the making friends of a friend. EJ, I'm pretty sure I met MJ through EJ. Like, I'm also very like I said, I'm not outgoing, so my friend made friends with EJ, and then me and EJ became friends and EJ. So it was like, I'm really like one of those that make friends of a friend, especially when it comes down to college.
I met you through
Logan, right.
We all
through somebody put us on somebody, and that's how we made friends.
And that's how I make friends.
Yeah, usually my friends meet my other friends, and it just so.
Because I think all my friends at Spelman or Clark I met through another friend.
Yeah.
Or I already knew them before I came.
Yeah, or just meet them on the go. But yeah, guys,
thank you for tuning in to our episode talking about outgrowing friendships.
If you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the chat below. And a question for y'all is, how do you guys handle friendships that are no longer needed in your life? That's a question. That's something I want to ask y'all.
Think about it.
Yeah. Put it in the chat below. Comment. As you guys know, our TikTok, Instagram, any of the social media platforms are also down below. And
reach out through Instagram.
Yes.
And that's it for this episode.
We'll see you.
Bye, guys.